Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars, Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Jaguars will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Bowling Green's offense will get the first swing of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get into football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways, and this guy is very dangerous.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Malone. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Jaguars want to move quickly. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Catch in the middle, it's Malone. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Jaguars with the 1st and 10.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Now the play fake. Uncorks one. He caught it. And he will score! Touchdown, South Alabama!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Bowling Green.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking for a man. It's Urlacher. Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 40, there he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking for the corner on the jet sweep. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Falcons look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride Davis here. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The give to the tailback. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Running with power. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BG. Lining up for the PAT.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Jaguars racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He makes the connection. Still on his feet at the 45. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
14, Bowling Green, 7.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing effort.
First down to start the drive after the break. Dropping back, it's Urlacher. He's got the back in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on...
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Going for it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Finds his man down the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Jaguars are in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff. It's Malone. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They go to the draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
Trying to find his man on 1st down.
They're up by 4 over the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last.
Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Gets it out fast. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Jaguars moving quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the 1st down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And after that pitch catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Alabama! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Touchdown, Falcons! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Jaguars will have it 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Pulls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he wants it all. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the catch at the 25. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Urlacher. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Mobile. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Jaguars will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Gonna run it. It's Douglas. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At the 45 on his way. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ali. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And the Falcons get it past the sticks.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Give to the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Power football with the run. Touchdown, BG! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Jaguars send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking for a man. It's Urlacher. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time.
He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Jaguars headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Malone. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to the air one more time. Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. They move on top here in the 4th. That's his 3rd
offense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
Bowling Green.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking for room, it's Douglas. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They go to the ground. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down. Gets the ball back for its own. On first down, here comes this offense.
What a missed opportunity. You got an opportunity after that drive to go take the lead when you're trailing, and now you turn the football over, give the football right back. Defense needs to come out, bail you out, get a big stop, get the ball back so you can try to take the lead.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
He looks that one in nicely. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Floating away. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Urlacher. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
Complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Finds us back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give and tick, 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 tick. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Got him downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time.
He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's Urlacher. He's going up top here late in the game. And he's got it inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.